In section 4.2, problem number 51, we're going to find the period and then match the graph for y equals the secant of 8 pi t. So the first thing I'm going to do is look for that period, and I know that b equals 8 pi. So the period is equal to the period of the parent function, which is 2 pi, divided by the absolute value of b, which is 8 pi. And my pi's cancel, and I can reduce that to 1/4. Because that reduces to 1/4. All right, so that's my period is going to be 1/4. So I'm looking at my graphs, and I can see that my period over here in B is 1 up, 1 down. That's going to be a 4 pi. That's way too big. That's that's like 12 point something. And then in graph A, I have one period showing here to be about 6 pi, which is even bigger, so that's definitely out. So both of these are not going to be the right graph for this. And the next one down here, I have one period is about 1/6. And I want my period to be 1/4, so that's not quite right, but getting closer. So that one's out. And my last one is a little harder to see the period since it doesn't have the whole period after 0, but we can actually, we can start anywhere, right? We don't have to have asymptote to asymptote. So I'm going to start from the minimum and go into the next minimum, which gives me a period of 1/4. So we have a winner, D. And to double check my work here, I'm also going to look at the other piece of information we have, which is A. A is 1, that's kind of invisible. So since A equals 1, that means my my local minimum and my local maximum are both going to be at 1. And indeed, on these graphs in D, oh, this kind of got slided over, but those were at one time exactly on the 1. All right, so here's my winner for number 51. Graph D and the period is 1/4.